Hello, now there should be audio. So here's the boy. I gave him a cigar. I could not find his cigarette. So I just took a piece of wire. I tried sculpting some with wire and milliput, as you can see here, and they were too thick. So I just took some wire and stuck it in there, and it looks good enough. Yeah. His boy. Yeah, this is what we decided on at the end of the stream yesterday. Yeah. So we're going to start off by establishing some undertones. Hey, Deanna, you should be in bed. Yeah, we can do, well, we can do that later. Let's see. So let's start off by, you're not sleeping though. I did a deep clean of my airbrushes today after priming him again, and some metal miniatures over there because I just got in a sink. Did you still have the stream up or something? Okay. I'm gonna try some stuff, I think. We'll see. We can do a lot of airbrushing. For starters, definitely gonna wear the mask. Yeah, so let's see what happened today. I got a package that I forgot I ordered a long time ago, apparently, so that's fun. We can take a look at that a little bit. The Kingdom Death update did not happen. That was supposed to happen, so everyone's angry in the Discord right now, so that's fun. Played a little bit of Elden Ring. Oops, I don't want that in there. Okay. We'll see how long he takes. Have a good one. Do we want green shade or blue shade for phthalo blue? Let's do the red shade. Hey Necro, how are you doing? You're mixing up some purpley color. I guess I could have tried the new Chimera purple. That would have been smart. We are painting this boy from Mindworks, or Mindwork games. So we're just gonna establish some base tones, for starters some undertones, because I like how that. Oh, it's the airbrush. Okay. I was like, something's making a hissing noise. Yeah, just gonna establish some undertones because I liked how that worked out on Juan. So gonna do it again here. Why not? pump this up. Yeah. What are you guys up to today? I know Anna had pottery class. I don't know if Anna did, but she's gone already. Yeah, I'm tempted to get the new one, the Doctor, but I'm waiting for them to have more things that I want. Because the shipping is kind of expensive. Got that all done. Looks like that's pretty much just the right amount, so that's good. Alright, let's spray some white over it. So we have a better layer to build highlights on. Let's just use, I either like to use white ink or the Pro Acryl. The titanium white actually goes on pretty smoothly through the airbrush. Making it a little bit. That's probably too much. Hello, Tino Slam, how are you? Sorry that I'm wearing my respirator. We're doing some airbrushing for starters on this model. So let's see, where do we want the light to come from on him? I think that's probably going to be like the primary viewing angle, roughly. I said it did that quickly and now it's not doing smooth. Let's beat this and switch over to white ink. So the so you can get like a pretty basic kit for like one of those Masterson's bundles that comes with an airbrush and an air compressor, for like the $150 range, and then you'll also want some sort of way to you'll probably want a respirator, and you'll probably want some way to like vent your room. So I've got an air purifier in my corner, but you can also get like a little booth that vents outside, and that'll run you between like 80 and 150 bucks depending on what you get. So I think like for 300 bucks you can get like a decent setup going. If you want a slightly better brush, maybe like 400 bucks or so. And you might be able to find better deals if you look for them. So. And like it could even be cheaper. Like if you have a window that you have open, you could probably just stick a box fan in it and have it blow out, and that's probably enough to like air out your room. I know some people don't have something to air out your room, but it's something that I recommend just for safety. You don't want to be breathing in all those particles. What are you doing, stupid ink? Just making a bubble. There we go. Yeah, that's an option if it's nice enough outside. Okay, so we still have that purpley color in the shadows, and now we have a bunch of white highlights. The reason for that is it'll be hard to build up like value over that dark purple. So doing this white first before we put an actual color down helps make it easier to have like a brighter color. Yeah, here I can grab her in a little bit. I mean, you didn't miss much painting-wise. It was mostly like small tweaks. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tino. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. It was like small tweaks, and then we put some grass on the base. But I can grab her once we get this airbrushing done. And my room airs out. Yeah, got her done in time for that crackle comp, so I ended up entering her. That's nice. Bump into all the things. We're gonna try one of these new chimeras, because why not? I want to go for like vapor wavy colors, so that kind of purpley magenta base, and now we're going to do like a bright teal cyan thing. Yeah, we'll see. I think I have not really thought it through yet. We're just going to kind of take it easy, have fun with it, figure it out as we go. All I know is I want some vaporwave aesthetic for starters. We're going to try out this blue-green from Chimera. Which is a transparent color, which is also doubly important as to why we put that white down just now. Because it will not build up any value on its own, most likely. It's quite a nice color though. Start making more. Yeah, it's very transparent. Hair dryer real quickly. Kind of the noises. Hey, buddy. Sure, whatever. Okay. Let's clean this out. Wrong pot, right pot. Done airbrushing for the time being, I think. Hair down again with the good. Right, I'm just being thorough with the hair drying there, just to like help paint set a little better, cure up a little better. And since we did all those thin layers, especially with the ink, they could potentially gift up with the brush. So you could either like varnish it to help protect it, but usually hair dry is what I say overnight works for me. So, it'd be nice if the room aired out. So keeping this to a mess, so let me grab a So here she is. So what we did on last stream was a few touch-ups, especially on the hair and the skin. We painted up the beads on her hair. So I guess we're not on any of the pictures I took because I didn't bother taking a picture of the back because it's kind of boring. The touch-ups on the metals. And then we put some grass on the base with some 2mm static grass. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think it's definitely like my best like copper that I've done. I think the steel turned out pretty good. For trying a different kind of way of doing it, not using the. I usually use like the morning sky as like my main color in the steel to give it some color. But this time we used the red oxide instead to give it like a different feel for the different environment. I think it mostly worked. I think the morning sky might have made it a little more interesting. I think the steel on like the main part of the shield, like these parts, is kind of boring. I was pretty happy with how these spheres came out though. Yeah, I sculpted the base as well. So it was like a rectangular plinth that went through about here. So I took a Dremel to carve out this area, stuck some cork on top to make it a little taller, and then sculpted it with Milliput. You can see a little bit the profile of it. It's not 100% smooth with the primer. There's these are tape lines from the stupid masking tape that I used. Yeah. Overall, pretty happy. I think there were a lot of like learnings in terms of like time management, I think. There were a lot of things I redid over and over because I was doing them in kind of a silly way, but happy with how it turned out. So, yeah. almost aired out. Let's think about this boy. Or actually here, before, let me dilly-dally thinking about that boy. Here we got a mail bag. Woo! Mindwork and Paint Forge. I already put some of these away, but I got like some little animal things. Put these like the elves of the Inia. It's a little elf guy with a demon, smoke cloud. The Green Knight, which I guess I got as a gift for free. I don't remember what I bought. I didn't even remember buying this stuff, to be honest. I thought I didn't actually finish up the Pledge Manager. And then also the Troll. He's really cool. The fit on the Troll is a little wonky, so he's going to take some work to get together. We're pretty happy. There's some cool little itty bitty plinths with little itty bitty figures. Yeah, good stuff. Come on, Air Purifier, you can do it. Yeah, the plinths are neat little plinths. They're a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but I think they're good sizes for the Durgan Paint Forge small figures. So, skin tones. How should we go about painting his skin? I'm thinking some like nice oranges and such in there. Maybe we'll just make today like an airbrushing stream. Let's try sketching out skin with... Or actually no, I don't want to use the airbrush. I want to use the brush. I only use the brush. Okay. We're kind of thinking how I want to tackle this thing. I have this new curl tones. Why don't we actually try some of these out? Try something different. Okay. Thanks, Sienna. It's not going to be a very long stream. Probably just like half hour or so more. I just was in the mood to stream a little bit. Kind of maybe try to show most of this figure on stream, just to try that out. So right now I'm kind of using that zenithal that I did to sketch in my shadows. Something I started doing with like the Marvel United figures a lot. I've been going back and forth between this and like the coat everything in my shadow, highlight, etc. But I've been liking this technique a little bit more now. This is one of the new Pro Acryl colors, the Dark Flesh. Probably get a slightly bigger brush, but this is fine for now. Hey Ashes, how are you doing? I've been doing a good job of making sure that I'm still on camera. So it looks like I'm doing on camera, so that's good. Okay. Whenever I have a mask on, we just did a bunch of airbrushing, so I'm waiting for my air purifier to stop being angry at me. Tentacle. Yes. Yeah, being cosplay, yeah. Almost there. It's no longer red, it's purple. So. Let's get some of this. Actually, let's do it. Alright, Thousand Young, thank you very much for the raid. I'll take my mask off soon, hopefully, maybe. How are you? What were you guys streaming and doing over there? Nice. If you have any like pictures of what you were working on, feel free to throw them, or anything that you worked on recently. I don't have any sort of link restriction, so it's all good. Nice. I'm just messing around here at the moment. I'm always trying to do something different, so messing around with how we're doing skin tones, trying some new paints. Just kind of sketching out our volumes a little bit. Okay, Ashes. Thanks for stopping by and lurking. So I'm just kind of in the zone thinking. So sorry for not talking too much right now. Okay. Air here first. Take this stupid thing off. Okay. Now I can actually think again. Yeah. not really used these Pro Acryl skin tones before. I've had them for, well, some of them I've just got. But a couple of them I had for a bit. And they're pretty nice. They go on nice and smooth, just like the rest of the Pro Acryl range. And yeah, can't really complain too much. I do wish they had a better sunny skin tone analog. I think that's something that they're missing. They have the warm flesh, but it's not quite the same. Cool. I'll pop that open in just a second.
You see, my machine's gonna go wonk for a second.
Yeah. There goes the stream. As my computer thinks. Awesome, very cool. Nice little night guy. Little halberd. Very nice. Do you do these for 3D printing or like for games and such, or just for the fun of it? Nice. Yeah, I've been interested in learning more about sculpting, but I don't know. I enjoy painting a lot, so it's hard to set aside time to try sculpting. I guess referencing back to Helene, the last project we just did. It's one of the reasons why I'm trying to sculpt bases a little more, is get used to sculpting. Start figuring that kind of stuff out. Nice. Yeah, I do not have a 3D printer, but all those Patreons and such are really neat. I think part of me will always be partial to cast minis though. Like this guy. Although I'm sure 3D printing will just keep getting better and better. It's pretty wild how far it's come in the last 5 years or whatever. Dark tone out. gappy? Like a 3D print? That's interesting. I would have imagined that they'd be not gappy. And the only 3D prints I've painted are I did that Lady X bust from Benjamin Cantor. Greggy printed that for me. And I've got these are also 3D prints that Greggy printed out for me. I think this guy was 2 parts. I think I glued on his axe. Yeah, the quality's like pretty good. There's some print lines and stuff I didn't bother dealing with, just because I want these to be like little fun sketch pieces. Just kind of mess around with. I guess maybe like it worked when it was 3D printed and they didn't bother to fix it. That kind of sucks. I would love to get a 3D printer someday. It's just not really feasible or safe to do so in my current space. Or it may be safe, but I just wouldn't be super comfortable doing it. Yeah, I've heard basically like once trying to figure it out and like trying to figure out new resins and all that stuff can take a lot of tinkering and trial and error and all that stuff, and it's like it's a big time commitment. But like once you figure that out, it's supposed to be like pretty plug and play. And there's lots of resources to help you figure that out these days, which is nice, but yeah. I would much rather paint than figure out how to get a 3D printer to work the way I want it to work. still talking about what the hell I'm doing. Still kind of just sketching things out, not worrying at all about blending. Really just want to figure out the lighting and tones. So things can be messy. I'd say okay. Okay. It's 10:30. Gonna sketch a little bit more and call it a night. Got a long day tomorrow. A lot of meetings. Thankfully I don't have to talk in most of them. And I have a lot of actual work to do. Maybe. We'll see. As we continue refining the skin, tonight's probably not going to get into this, but I want to get some different tones in, especially in the face. Mentioned it a lot, but generally want the cheeks to be more red, forehead more yellow, and the jaw, especially on guys, to be more kind of blue shifted. Need to think of hair color for this guy. We did just do a redhead. So probably shouldn't do a redhead again, even though he looks very like Scottish. So redhead would probably fit pretty well. Whenever I'm ready to go. Oh yeah, I did that last night. When I was trying to make I guess, so last night after finishing when we picked this guy as the next project, um, I realized while priming him on stream that I lost his cigarette. So after the stream, I tried sculpting one with a piece of wire and some milliput, and then today when I was putting it, it was too thick, so I just used a piece of wire. But like with all that leftover milliput, I gap filled all of these metal minis. At least did my first initial round of gap filling, and then I primed them today so I could better see because they're metal, so it's hard to tell. So like his neck got filled, his arm got filled, his shoulder got filled, etc., etc. Yeah, so tried not to waste too much milliput, but still had a ton left over after filling 7, 8 models. Jeez. That was the back end of my brush that I just tried to get wet. Which models are you feeling? Anything exciting? Yeah, so I used to get the ultrafine because I was thinking, oh, finer grain, better. I found it was really sticky and would get everywhere and would also make my hands very dry after using it. If I didn't wear gloves, and then if you wear gloves, it's a pain in the butt because it's really sticky, so your gloves would keep sticking to it, and it was, don't recommend it. I was on a thought train. But yeah, I've switched over to just normal milliput. So I use milliput, I use green stuff. I like milliput a little bit better for gap filling, usually, unless it requires a lot of sculpting. Mostly because the milliput can be sanded easier. And also it's like super water soluble, so you can just kind of like jam it into the cracks and then wet a brush and go like that. Yeah, is this epoxy sculpt? Yeah. I use some epoxy sculpt too. It's pretty easy on the hands. You can sand it, etc. And it's pretty easy to get. Blix has it in huge quantities. But the other thing I really like, while we're on that topic, mixing a like 50-50 mixture of milliput green stuff. If I need to like really sculpt something, and I feel like I need to carve away at it or sand it after the fact. That's a really good kind of little mixture to use. It gets kind of the benefits of both green stuff and milliput. Where like it holds its shape a little bit better during sculpting than milliput does. But it lets you sand it and carve away at it a little bit easier than green stuff does. So I would imagine you could do like a epoxy sculpt green stuff mix as well, though I've not personally tried that. I think epoxy sculpt has similar issues to milliput where it's very droopy. Come on, computer, what are you doing? Nothing's happening. Oh, it is March in well, on the East Coast it's already March. But here it's almost March, which hopefully means new computer releases. That would be nice. And then we can upgrade the computer, and then we can have streams where my computer doesn't crash and burn, and everyone will be happy, right? Right. System 3. I've not heard of that. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I need to find something that's a little bit more cost effective for base building. Epoxy sculpt's not terrible, but milliput gets a little pricey. Yeah, I'm getting better at not wasting milliput. Like that terrible kid stuff barbarian that I painted a little while ago. I can grab him in a second to talk about it. I get to a stopping point, but I use like a whole pack of milliput trying to figure out the base for him. This is stupid. And I know Needite is basically the same thing as green stuff, and it's generally a little bit cheaper from like your hardware stores. One thing I would like to mess around with, but I've not yet, is like the Luke Gaming Scenics has it, but I can't remember the name of it, where it's like the papery mache kind of stuff that you mix with water and then it makes stuff. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me right now though. Okay. It looks good for like making really big rough volumes, which granted I do not need to do often, if at all. Magic compound? Sculpty compound? I don't know. Or I can just keep getting epoxy sculpt for that kind of stuff and support Blix. Give them more money. I've been good about, well, I've been good about not going in there because every time I go in there I walk out with something that I probably don't need. And I know the next time I go in there I'm going to have a really hard time resisting getting like the golden sew flats that everyone's been raving about lately. I just don't have anywhere to put them, so I don't want to get them just yet. Yeah, terrain boards, which is primarily what Luke does, so that would make sense. I think Deno's used the similar material for his giant dioramas, which are basically terrain boards at that point. Yeah, I bother him too much on there. What is that? Weird. Yeah. The Saturday one works so well for me because usually it's like right after my run, so I'll just pop down and watch it. But yeah, the other ones are difficult, although usually I'm up too late on Sunday night, so I'll catch the beginning of it and then go to bed. I used to catch all of them when I had a really, really bad sleep schedule, but my sleep schedule is mostly good now. Okay, I think that is where I'm going to wrap up so I can chill out, go to bed at a reasonable hour, talking about sleep schedules. So I guess to recap, we sprayed like a purpley color over that dark gray primer, sprayed some white over it, and then we sprayed that transparent cobalt blue green from Chimera over that, which was much more transparent than we even thought, but still looks kind of interesting. So that's what it looks like on the palette. That's what I ended up looking like here. So I think I maybe just put too much thinner in the airbrush mix. Yeah, no problem. Always happy to chat. So I always appreciate you guys all, or you peoples. I don't know. Some people don't like guys. I know that. So I need to be better about not using that. All y'all. I'll just say all y'all. I appreciate all y'all hanging around and watching me mess around with paint. It's always fun. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna think about it this week if I want to like keep working on him on my own or just work on him on stream. If I work on stuff off stream, maybe I'll just work on some Marvel stuff and get those done. Yeah. See ya. Yeah, happy with where we're going with this guy. I'm enjoying keeping things a little bit more loose. There we go. There's my mouse. Let's see. It's Monday. There should be people streaming. We can go do a little tiny raid since we were lazy yesterday. As we tank the stream. Hello, come on, let's go. Let's go raid. Come on. Is JT on? Oh, we got a lot of people on. Yeah, JT's on. Let's go raid JT. Alright, there we go. Okay. Thank you again, everyone, as the stream struggles. We're hanging out. I'll see you guys on Friday unless something comes up.